All right, guys, welcome to the second section of Chapter 7. We're going to talk a little bit about careers here. And I told you guys that we would get into this. I can't stress it enough that you need to start getting a list of which careers that you potentially want to go into, and you need to be honest with yourself as well. You know, I'm honest with myself, and I know that I don't have, well, let's just say that it would be very difficult for me to become a brain surgeon. Okay, I knew that. Um, I know that that's probably uh, an unrealistic goal for me. I look at my strengths, and some of my strengths would not be in that profession. And you have to make a pros and cons list. Hey, what are my grades right now in high school? Can I get into a college that's going to be realistically affordable for me, and that's going to put me in a position where I can succeed after I graduate? Do I qualify for scholarships because I did such a good job in high school? Can I go to an Allegheny? And if I can't do that, okay, what schools can I go to? If I can't get into any schools, can I get into a junior college, community college to get my grades to prove that I can do it, and then apply to get into a college and show them that I have the capability to be able to do these things? Okay, so think about these different options. I want to go to Allegheny, but let's say I'm not, I got in, but it looks like it's going to be very expensive for me. What are some different avenues that I can take to acquire money to lessen my payments? Well, it could be ROTC. It could be apply for a different couple scholarships by calling to the missions building, talking to our guidance counselors. So let's just talk about some of the things of moving forward here in our life when we start looking at some careers that you're going to do here after high school. So the average worker today will have on average 10 different jobs by the age of 40 and 20 throughout their lifetime, which is an astronomical amount when you really think about it and all the different things that you're going to have. So a different job could qualify being in the same company and moving up on a ladder as well. You need to understand your strengths and weaknesses so you can sustain a job and try to do this. And one of them is personal branding. And this is the process of identifying your skills, your experiences, strengths, and marketing in the most effective ways possible. You want to be able to properly market your skills. For example, if you spent 3 months teaching Spanish in a third world country, how can you market that on a resume? All right, so resume building as well. You might want to go to a professional resume builder to help you. Good doesn't make it a strength. Just because you're good at it doesn't make it one of your strengths. You want to do something that you like or you enjoy doing. Just because you're good at math, you may not particularly enjoy it, but you might be really good at it. You want to have both of those qualities. You want to do something that you're good at, but you enjoy doing as well. You don't want to live your whole life going to a job that you hate. You may be good at doing something, but maybe hate doing it. Like I said, you want to have a passion for what you're doing, which is what qualifies it as a strength for you. You want to have a passion, maybe for doing something that you're going to do. Have a passion for teaching. I like helping kids. I like coaching kids, helping them uh, be better people in their life or doing what I think is the right thing and the right path that they need to take. So I enjoy doing these things. It's a passion of mine. Even if you're good at it and if it drains you, it's a weakness, okay? So if you're good at it and it drains you every day and you're emotionally exhausted every time you come home, you need to think about majoring in something else. Never outgrow who you are is a good quote that I've heard throughout the times working. Even though your work experience will change over time, you'll never outgrow who you are. You cannot leave it up to someone else to tell you what to do with your life, not even your parents, your friends, or your teachers. Don't let your teachers tell you you can't do something that you love doing. I've seen kids that aren't the best students in high school, but they specialize in something they love when they go to college and it interests them. And they spend hours and hours and hours, studying this specific thing that they go to college for. And they know that they're going to love doing it and they become successful and they get jobs in it. So your career must engage your strength and not silence those strengths. If you love talking, engaging others, then you're probably not going to want to sit behind a desk or in a cubicle your whole day. You're going to hate doing that. You're a talker. You love going to do these things. Um, when we look at the population of the United States of America, and I always have my students when I teach this, they pick which one of these they are, and they kind of look for these things, and they kind of fall under these categories. So you can take kind of uh, look at this and see where you fall as far as your characteristics are concerned. Be a goal setter. Have goals, okay, that you want to accomplish when you leave here in a year. Make sure that you have some accountability for yourself. I think that's one of the biggest things that's missing, especially when you're in cyber school, accountability. You're going to be held accountable when you go to a job. Okay, hopefully your parents hold you accountable right now. Your teachers hold you accountable. But will you hold yourself accountable when it's just you? Okay, write goals in a positive and not in a negative light. Okay, eliminate distractions in your life. A good way to do this is to have a set schedule throughout the day. And they say kids who have part-time jobs in college are more successful because you're planning your day accordingly. This is why being on cyber and you're watching me right now is so challenging because you probably don't have a set schedule. And I know the kids that have set schedules because they turn things in on or around about the same time every day, which means and tells me that they're on a schedule. Those of you that are scatterbrained and you turn your stuff all over the place are probably struggling to get assignments in. Okay, so make sure that you're held accountable. You have a set schedule. You have a part-time job. You do your work on time. You get things in. You have goals. You're going to have a more comfortable life moving forward when you go to college, when you get your job. Okay, you're going to be more successful. Making your goals challenging but attainable. Know what you are. Know yourself. Okay, know what you're good at and what you enjoy doing and strive for those goals. Life when you move out, sad face, okay? You may think when you move out, you'll have the same house, drive the same car, and take the same vacations your parents do. This is 100% wrong. In fact, in the United States of America, they took a survey, and 59% of people, peers, believe they will do better than their parents do. Your parents didn't have these things when they started out. Ask them, talk to them, see how they started out, listen to their stories, listen to their financial stories, listen to how they made it through the hard times. Everybody had some hard times when they went through college. Everybody had some hard times when they first got out of college. Ask them how they got to where they're at right now and how they deal with issues, financial issues that they have right now. Ask them if they like their jobs, if they love it, if it's a passion to them, if maybe they wish they would have gone into something else, how they would have handled it coming up, and what they could have done differently if they think that they didn't do everything that they should have done. Okay? Many people work extra jobs or overtime in order to pay off debt. If you have debt, use that method that I talked about now to figure out how to limit this in the most possible way as far as student loan debt is concerned, and attack it now by picking up extra work opportunity. You pick up a part-time job. Guess what? Nobody said you can't make payments towards your student loans right now. Okay? You have a federal governmental loan. Make a payment towards it. You're paying for your class. Make a payment towards it. Okay? You're going to your first year of school. See how much you can pay off towards that first year of school. Once you're out of debt or you avoid it, these jobs will be things of the past. Okay? And then when you go and get your new job and you're getting paid full salary, you'll never have to look back again at student debt, and you'll be able to live free. And instead of paying that extra spending money that you have towards student loan debt, you'll be able to save it and put it into the 403b or a 401k or a Roth IRA, and you'll be able to start investing, or you'll be able to save it for a down payment on your first home and do things, and you'll be able to live financially free. 5 things that successful people always do is, number 1, they start. Number 2, they fight fear. They don't have fear of doing things. Number 3, they ignore people that can't tell them that they can't do something. Number 4, they stay humble and hungry. Okay, they stay humble. They work hard, which means that nothing's going to be handed to you. You're hungry. You have to have that mentality to get through these hard years of your life when you're going to be on your own and you're not going to have a ton of money, but you're going to work through it. You're going to be humble and hungry with a goal and a light at the end of the tunnel that you're going to attain, and that you're going to be financially free in your life and start saving. And number 5, always, always, always give to others, okay? Always give to others. I don't know. It's just a karma thing. When I go through a grocery line and they ask for $1, I give it to them, okay? I try to give to the church. I try to give to all the different things I'm a part of. Even when I didn't have money, I try to give, okay? It just seems like things turn out for the better if you do that. How can I help land a job without any experience? Well, experience is definitely a great thing to acquire for a job, but you probably have experience and you don't even know it. Number 1, finish the modules in my class. That's financial experience right there. That goes on your resume. Some other experience that you may have is babysitting. Even if the parents will give you, ask if the parents will give you a recommendation. If you're in the band, you hold a seat on student council or play sports. These things can all catch a manager's eye and make you a willingly candidate. You show responsibility. If you're on a sports team, you've put others before yourself. You've been held accountable. You can do all these different things, okay? And these all show characteristics of being held accountable, being on a schedule, getting the practice on time, have your coach write you a recommendation letter, okay? And if you've done these things properly, they really take strong opinions when it comes to that, getting into colleges, getting into the military, doing all these different things. They all show you are willing to work, you're committed to something, and you take responsibility on yourself. Some different basics for interviews. Research the company you were interviewing for. One thing I did when I interviewed for schools, I looked up the students, how many students there were, some of the different demographics of the school, and if you would want to work there, why would you want to work there? Have those things in mind because they're most likely going to ask it for you. Practice with a friend 2 or 3 times before you go in. During the interview, what you want to do is be well groomed, get your hair cut. Obviously, I can't get a haircut anymore. I used to be able to. Dress professionally, men's shirt and tie. Woman, dress professionally with a small overcoat. Okay, look professional. Do not slouch. Do not chew gum. Arrive 10 to 15 minutes early. Show them that you're accountable and you're held respectful. You're a respectful person. Be personable. Connect with the interviewer. When I say this, be who you are. Don't lie to them. Just be yourself. You will seem authentic and trustworthy. If you don't know a question, just be honest with them. Hey, I'm not 100% sure about that. Okay, remember The Pursuit of Happiness when Will Smith was playing Rich Gardner and he was sitting there and he came in? That's a true story when it comes to an interview. He was just being honest. Hey, if I don't know a question, I'm the type of person that's willing to go out and get you that question. I'm willing to work for it. And he proved it during his internship. Be organized. Bring extra copies of your resume and a notepad to jot things down when they ask you questions. Keep it positive. Never say anything negative about past employers or work experience. They do not want people that are going to be negative. Show interest and be enthusiastic, and then ask questions that build on your interview discussion. If you don't get the job, guys, I can't stress it enough. Send an email to the boss or the person that interviewed you and thank them for the opportunity. You never, ever, ever know what could happen in the future, okay? So be right on with that. Do not bring up the issue of salary during your first interview. Guys, once you get the job, okay, then you can ask for salary. Don't bring it up in the first interview. If the interview asks you about salary expectations, don't give a general answer. Just say, I'm willing to work and be a part of this team. It's really exciting. Ask for a timeline to hear back at the end. Hey, when can I expect a call for the second interview, or when am I expected to hear back? Jot down notes of anything that might influence your decision to take or not take the position, and always write a thank you note, like I said in the previous one, for what's going on. And guys, this is utmost importance when we talk about careers. If you have any questions, please shoot me a message through Schoology, or we can set up a chat through Teams. All right, guys, have a nice one.